Welcome everybody, welcome to video number 2 for the Yole Poker YouTube channel. So thank you very much to everybody that has viewed and liked our first video. We really appreciate it. We also would like to thank everybody that has subscribed to our channel. If you haven't, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss out on any videos and any tips that I'll be doing. But yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate the support. So today I'll be talking about one of my favourite subjects in poker. It involves numbers, so that's where my brain likes to work. So I like to know about numbers. So this one is actually about poker bankroll. So what is a poker bankroll? Your poker bankroll is the money that you use to buy into different events, also different cash games. So you need funds. So you need to be able to buy in multiple times without winning money, because we all know that poker has swings. So whether you have a 2-month period or 3-month period where you just can't hit a card, you're making all the right plays, but you just can't seem to actually win anything, you need to have the bankroll to actually sustain that over the long term. So depending on what you're playing, but cash or tournaments, two completely different. What's also different is your style of play. So if you're a rock, as I say, somebody that just sits there and waits for good hands, especially in cash, you're not going to need as much buy-in as if somebody that's a very loose aggressive player, somebody that will take shots, somebody that will go for the one out, somebody that will bully the table around, and somebody that will, play very aggressively. They're going to need more of a bankroll because they will lose a lot more buy-ins in the short term sometimes when people do call them, and mind you, they are likely to win a lot more as well when it comes to short term play. So they need more of a bankroll than what somebody that is not as aggressive needs. So generally I say for cash poker you need 50 to 100 buy-ins. I'll repeat that, 50 to 100 buy-ins. So if you're playing $1-2 tables and your general buy-in is $80, you're going to need $8,000 minimum for those events. $8,000, you say, well, that is a lot of money. Yes, I agree. But you need to be able to have the bankroll to sustain those swings. You're not always going to win. You're not always going to be able to cash out $3-4,000. When you're playing $1, $2 tables, your swings aren't going to be as obviously massively as a $5-10 table, but you're still going to have them, and you need to be able to buy in again and again if you need to. So over 2 or 3 months, you might lose 30-40 buy-ins. So you've got to have that 100 buy-ins just to make sure that you don't go broke. So again, $50 to $100 buy-ins, for cash poker. Now tournament's a little bit different. Now tournament, your swings are much more than what your cash actually is. So tournament poker, you probably need 100 to 200 buy-ins. Now people say, but Peter, I only play $20 tournaments a week. That still means you probably need $2,000 in your poker buy-in. That's if you are hoping to take poker seriously and if you're hoping to play a lot more buy-ins. Now, if you're just a recreational player that just likes to throw a little bit of cash around every so often, you don't really need to worry about a poker bankroll because you're not, you can afford $20, $50 a week. So, but I'm talking to the people that really want to go places with poker and really want to see how far they can actually go. So if you're a tournament player and you're saying averaging $100 buy-ins, which is pretty similar to what a lot of these deep stack tournaments around here are nowadays, you're gonna probably need $10,000 to be honest with you. Now that sounds like a lot of money, I know, but you want to be able to take a few tournament shots here and there, but you've also got to be able to remember that there is actually going to be those swings and you're going to go up and down. So the best solution is probably to have 100, but even I would go to 200 sometimes. Just really depends where you want to get with your poker. Now, obviously, if you have some good months, people will want to splash out and they'll say you don't need to put money into your poker bankroll. That is not the case. So you might have a run of 2 or 3 months where you are winning a heap of tournaments, or even at least cashing in a heap of tournaments. What I generally do is I generally put at least 85% of all my winnings back into my poker bankroll, and 15% goes to my lifestyle or accommodation or even travel to poker events, because you do need to have that sustainability of poker bankroll. If you don't sustain a poker bankroll, you will go broke. There's no two ways about it. You will go broke. Most professional players have gone broke before. So it's just really making sure you're across this, guys. Make sure that you know that you're going to need extra buy-ins if you start playing higher limits. So again, cash 50 to 100 buy-ins, tournament 100 to 200 buy-ins. Now, as I said, it does vary on your style of play. If you're an aggressive player, you might want to double that. But you know what kind of player you are, and you also know what comfort level you're going to have. So please make sure that you have enough buy-ins for your poker bankroll so that you do not go broke. That's probably the biggest lesson today. Poker bankroll. That's what you got to remember. 100 buy-ins minimum. Okay. First off, I'd like to say thank you so much to anybody that subscribed to our videos. If you could like and subscribe this video, that would be fantastic. I've got a few different videos coming up in the next few weeks that will talk about different strategies in poker, but also I will go over a few of my hands that I've played in the last few weeks, and we'll be able to see what I do wrong and what I do right. So again, thank you so much for the support, and I can't wait to see you soon.